Chapter 18, Not on My Team, Tuesday, January 15th, 1935. Next morning, Scout catches up to me before I even get to school. Hey Moose, I've got 6 and 6 for sure, but I'm hoping for 7 and 7. He talks like he can't get the words out fast enough. There's a kid in 8th maybe. He's gonna try. He's pretty good. I played with him before. Where's your glove? If you didn't bring it, you can borrow mine, he says before I even have time to answer. I look up at the blue sky and pray for a sudden storm or a big earthquake. Did your old team have uniforms? Hey, wouldn't that be something? Uniforms and everything. But how do we pay for them? I open my mouth to tell him, and then I close it again. All day long I try, but the words won't come out. By the time the last bell rings, I still haven't managed to say anything. Maybe I just won't show up. Tell Scout I came down with a sudden case of chickenpox. But that's a rotten thing to do. I'm not a liar, and I'm not a rat. Now Scout's outside of his French class, talking to Piper. Since when does he talk to Piper? Hey Moose, Piper says. Scout here has just been telling me you're quite the baseball player. He says you're a lot more coordinated than you look. That's not what I said, Scout says. That's what you meant, though. Piper's long hair hangs in her slanty eyes. Her sweater is buttoned at the top, and she has her gloves on. What do you want? I ask. What do I want? Nothing. We were just chatting. Right, Scout? Scout nods. He smiles at her, then looks at me, then back at Piper. He shrugs. She was telling me about those convict baseballs. Exactly. Piper smiles, pleased with herself. By the way, she lowers her voice. We're divvying up the earrings at the dock tomorrow, and you are getting exactly nothing. About time you give Jimmy and Annie their cut. What have you been doing with the money anyway? Laundering it? Very funny, she says. I gotta go, Scout says. Bye, Piper. Meet you there, Moose. He starts running, which is how he gets everywhere. I don't think he knows how to walk. Actually, I can't come today, I finally blurt out, my voice barely breaking a whisper. Scout stops. He turns around. What? He asks. I can't exactly come today, I mutter. Scout stares at me. Piper does too. Why not? I gotta look after my sister. So, get someone else to watch her. That's what I did. I shake my head. Piper, Scout says, will you watch Moose's little sister? Piper snorts. Not hardly. Why not? Piper looks at me. She seems to be thinking what to say. Because, she answers, as if this explains it. Well, get everybody. I changed all this for you, you know. I know, I squeak. Scout makes a sound like he's in pain. What about next Tuesday? Can't then either. I stare out at the field where a line of girls are practicing archery in their white blouses and long plaid skirts. When can you play? Lunch? The word croaks out of me. I can't look at him in the eye. Lunch? Scout shakes his head. He slams his book on the ground, picks it up, and slams it back down again. What am I supposed to tell everyone? That I'm sorry? That you're sorry? His mouth hangs open. He waits for me to say something. There's nothing to say. He picks up his book. Fine, but don't expect to play on my team again. I go home, like I'm supposed to, but the second my mom leaves, I let Natalie get her buttons and give her as much lemon cake as she wants. I'm not sorry about that either.